savings is not an investment. It's not an investment. So you are not saving so that you can invest. No. So when you say, how do you hedge your savings against inflation? Understand first that you are not saving because it's an investment. There are principles that you need to apply, and savings is one of those principles. And that savings itself is for 11 reasons. So when you are saving, one of the reasons why you save is to set money aside for what we call rainy day eventualities. That's 6 months to 8 months I mentioned. So that one, you cannot hedge it against inflation. It's there so that it will save you, because liquidity is very important. But another reason why you save is so that you can use it for investment. So what you now do to hedge your savings against inflation is, when you save, apart from those 6 to 8 months money, any other savings you have, put it in an investment or in an asset that will now help you to hedge against inflation. And that's where real estate comes in. Land banking is one powerful thing you can do. So anytime you have money, just go and buy land and tie the money down in land, or go and buy a house, put tenants there, or use it to do short lets or Airbnb, and let it tie down your money. When you are ready, you sell it off and move on. Do you understand? So that's how you do that. Now, the first question has to do with diversifying your portfolio. It depends on who you are, and it depends on the level with which you operate. So for instance, now I'm a businessman, I'm a pastor. So as a businessman, I have companies. So no matter the diversification that I'm doing, my company is my own. So that means I have to still retain something in that company as a company, for the company to be a going concern. So, but if you don't have any company and you are just someone that is an investor and you are making money, then you can now divide it in different. So my advice would be, number one, let at least 50% of your asset be in real estate. 50%. And that real estate itself, let it be a diversified real estate. Money is nothing but a tool for the fulfillment of purpose. So when you see money as a servant, as a tool for the fulfillment of purpose, that understanding is what keeps money at bay. So God is your source, but anything can be a resource. So don't embrace the principles and reject the principle, because the principle is more important than the principles. So focus on connecting with God and understanding money, so that it will not be able to control you. And the best way to control money is to be a giver. That's one of the reasons why you give. You give to deal with covetousness and to tell money, I'm in control of you. So be giving. As long as you give, you make money, you give money, you realize that money will bow, because it's not having control over you. How to become rich as a professional nurse, and how to encounter personalities in the nursing field when you don't have anything doing and having different faculties on what you do. That's what the book is all about. So you need to get the book. If you have the book, your answer is in the book, because it's a combination of a lot of things. It's a combination of a lot of things. So that's what the book is all about, just to help you. Please, I'm 50 years plus and a teacher. Is it too late to start? It's never too late. Whenever you wake up, that's when your morning starts. If you wake up by 6 a.m., is it not morning? If you wake up by 8 a.m., morning. If you wake up by 11:30, morning. Even if you wake up after 12, it's still morning, because you are just waking up. So whenever you wake up, that's when your morning starts. If you start now and you spend 20 years to build wealth, by 71, you will be able to live a good life and leave something behind. If you don't start now at 70, you'll still be alive and poor, and you'll be a liability to your children. So start. It's never too late. What is the ideal distribution of a diversified portfolio, financial assets and fixed assets, and how do you hedge sowings against inflation? Now, okay, savings. Okay, how do you hedge savings against inflation? Okay, so let me answer the second one. Then I'll come back to it. Please listen attentively to what I'm about to say. Savings is not an investment. It's not an investment. So you are not saving so that you can invest. No. So when you say, how do you hedge your savings against inflation? Understand first that you are not saving because it's an investment. There are principles that you need to apply, And savings is one of those principles. And that savings itself is for 11 reasons. So you can go to my YouTube channel. If you are not following me on social media, follow me now on Instagram, on X, and on Twitter. Twitter is X, and on Facebook. On Instagram and Twitter, which is X, is Olumide Emmanuel. Olumide Emmanuel. Follow me now. Then on Facebook is olumide.emmanuel. Then go to my YouTube channel, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel on YouTube. There is a 5-part series there on developing a savings culture. It will tell you everything about savings. It's also in the School of Money book. Now listen to this, because that's a very, very interesting question. So when you are saving, one of the reasons why you save is to set money aside for what we call rainy day eventualities. That's 6 months to 8 months I mentioned. So that's one, you cannot hedge it against inflation. It's there so that it will save you, because liquidity is very important. But another reason why you save is so that you can use it for investment. So what you now do to hedge your savings against inflation is, when you save, apart from those 6 to 8 months money, any other savings you have, put it in an investment or in an asset that will now help you to hedge against inflation. And that's where real estate comes in. Land banking is one powerful thing you can do. So anytime you have money, just go and buy land and tie the money down in land, or go and buy a house, put tenants there, or use it to do shortlets or Airbnb, and let it tie down your money. When you are ready, you sell it off and move on. Do you understand? So that's how you do that. Now the first question has to do with diversifying your portfolio. It depends on who you are, and it depends on the level with which you operate. So for instance, now I'm a businessman, I'm a pastor. So as a businessman, I have companies. So no matter the diversification that I'm doing, my company is my own. So that means I have to still retain something in that company as a company, for the company to be a going concern. So, but if you don't have any company and you are just someone that is an investor and you are making money, then you can now divide it in different. So my advice would be, number one, let at least 50% of your asset be in real estate. 50%. And that real estate itself, let it be a diversified real estate. So me now, I have properties in about 8 countries of the world. Do you understand now? 8 countries. So one way or the other, everything will. When COVID came, all the properties I have in Nigeria, nobody was paying rent. We forgave them 2 years rent. They couldn't pay. Everybody was begging, sorry sir, we don't have money, we are not working. But all my properties abroad, they were paying every month. Are you seeing the difference now? Because even the government was giving people money to pay rent. One of my tenants is in jail now. He's serving 4 years imprisonment, because the government gave them money. Because in America, they said that we should not evict anybody. So the government paid. She stole the money. She didn't give me the money. I don't know. The money was supposed to be paid into an escrow, which is so I don't know how she connected with the lawyer. She chopped the money. And then by the time I now tried to get the money, of course, you know, COVID backlog, they were now doing court, so they gave us 7 months date in court. So she was owing, she ended up owing me for 2 years and 3 months. Because 7 months we're going to waiting for court date, she still didn't pay. Then they did court date, they now shifted it again from October, that will return in February, she still didn't pay. By the time that was going on, she now went again to the state, because now federal paid, she chop her. The state now said that Biden is now the new president, and Biden has said that that thing should stay. We should not evict anybody. So I still could not evict her because of the law. So she was staying there. They now said that since the federal government has paid, the states will now pay. But they were going to pay that same. So they said, look, by now, there she was owing 9 months. Now she's owing 2 years plus. So is it, no, they say it's that 9 months that they will pay. That if you want to pay, we will now come and apply again for that fresh one again. So we're on this case at that point, because I'm a Christian, I'm a pastor. So, you know, at that point I said, come, I pay my tithe. This is becoming a devourer. So I got home. I said, babe, this thing, let's pray. And we held hands together. I said, Father, we hand over this case to you. Have your way. We didn't pray 5 minutes. We just agreed. 3 weeks later, I got a call from my office in Atlanta. They said, sir, is there any problem in any place that they called us that somebody is applying for a money that they said they are owing you, and that they want to confirm before they give the person the money. I say, who called? I say, get the number. I say, yeah, somebody is owing us now, but the state is the one. Okay, maybe the state wants to pay. Apparently the state has paid. She has eaten it. This is actually the third place. She now went to another group again, so they are the ones that now called us to verify. So by the time they now, I said, so well, they said no, that she's supposed to get a grant from them to pay. She said she's owing, and you are stressing her life. You are threatening her. I said, me threatening? No, that this is the case. She collected money from government. They didn't pay. We went to say, sorry, excuse me, sir. What did he say? I said, no, federal paid. She didn't. They said, no. How was that done? That there's no way she could have access to the money. So how did the government pay? And she got the money? No, the money is supposed to be. I said, yeah, I don't know how they connive. He said, if she has gotten that. I said, so are you not from the state? He said, no. I said, the state now said they will pay. So we are expecting the state to pay. He said, sorry, hold on, please. What's the house address? What's the... He said, well, from what I'm seeing here, the state has also paid. That now, this is the third money. That is a criminal offense. It's fraudulent against the government. That, do you want to press charge? I say, yes. I say, I want to press her because I want all my money. She's in jail now, 4 years imprisonment. Hello? How do you want to defraud government? You defraud man of God. You want to defraud government, defraud state? So 50% real estate, 25% in other investments, then 25% cash. 50% real estate, 25% other investment, 25% cash. You can do 30, 10. There are a lot of things. There's no law to this thing. It depends on a lot of us. So if, for instance, now you are a business person now and you have your own business, then I will tell you, put 25% in your business, put 25% in real estate, put 25% car, so I will change it. So it depends on who you are. There's no hard and fast rule to that. But for the real estate, make sure you diversify your real estate investment. Is it wise or somewhat appropriate to save money in cash at home? Probably in a safe or a secret place at home. Or yes, you need to have cash at hand, but it shouldn't be too much. But you need to have cash at hand. Things happen where you need fast cash. So yeah, you need to have a safe and have different currencies at home. Yeah, but don't make it public to everybody. I save, but I end up making emergency withdrawal from my savings. How do I prevent it? That's one of the reasons for savings now, so that you can handle emergency. But if every savings is going to emergency, then you need emergency help. So make sure that you don't save the money in a way that you can easily access it. So thank you, sir. What is your take on full-time ministry as a pastor? And as a full-time pastor, how do you maximize opportunity to create wealth? I'm a full-time pastor now, and I'm not poor. So the question is, what is your definition of full-time pastor? Because you don't go into full-time until your hands are full. So most of what you call full-time pastor is laziness and religion. You are pastoring 12 people, you say you are doing full-time. How? You will steal, or you will lie, or you will raise offering that God didn't send you. Because the income of 12 people cannot finance the church and finance you. So you don't go into full-time until your hands are full. So to say you are in full-time ministry, the real definition of full-time ministry, contrary to all the lies they have told you before now, full-time ministry means that ministry should be your primary assignment, not your only assignment. So I'm primarily a pastor, so I'm a full-time pastor, but I'm secondarily a businessman, secondarily an investor. So it doesn't disturb my anointing, doesn't disturb anything. Hello, are you not getting blessed now? Am I not making money at the backyard? Are you not buying book? I didn't collect any offering from you now. Hey, you came for free seminar, but my money is coming because I have something to sell. But I tell you to give offering, I say they want your money. I don't want your money. Keep your money, but buy your product. You are not doing me a favor buying my book. I'm doing you a favor giving you knowledge. So I can be arrogant about it because I didn't ask you for offering, and it's free seminar that you came for. Hello, do you understand now? So as a pastor, offer value. Money flows in exchange for value. Money flows in exchange for goods and services. You cannot reduce your life to waiting for people to start an offering to survive. That's a low level of operation. So as a pastor, what can you do with your gift? My gift is in the book. My gift is in CD. My gift is in seminar. I host seminar. I charge people, they pay. So discover things you can do and monetize your gift. Monetize your gift and let it be a blessing to you. What is one character trait or top 3 that has been the game changer in your wealth creation journey? It's very simple. Number 1, financial intelligence. I'm forever learning. I'm forever learning. Number 2, financial planning. I plan, I strategize. And number 3, financial discipline. I'm very disciplined to make sure I practice it and I stick with it. I avoid any form of distraction. Anything anybody will say, let them say. I don't follow fad, I don't follow trend, I just do what I know I should do. Because at the end of the day, nobody will ask you which designer you are wearing when you are a rich man. So those are all poor people's discussion. Hello, I can wear myself. So what is your take on the youth traveling abroad as the only option of making it in life? Well, there's nothing wrong in traveling if it's the plan of God for your life or your desire in life. But when you want to travel, do it the right way and make sure you factor in all the things that are important. I did a series 2 years ago, October 2022. It's called Before You Join the Jackpot Bandwagon, part 1 to 5, to part 1 to 6. I did part 1 to 5, then I did Jackpot versus Jackpada, and then I did Jackpot Love. So it's part 1 to 6. Go to my YouTube channel, you see it there. So all these young people traveling, there's nothing wrong. It's just that they will go and suffer and they will learn by experience what they refuse to learn by revelation, because the grass is not greener on the other side. People are in Canada now committing suicide, and London, America committing suicide. Marriages are dying. People are frustrated. They are lonely. They are mental problem. They are too ashamed to come back home because they don't even have money to transport themselves home because they have sold everything to go. So before you join that bandwagon, think very well, because what you are looking for can be done here. How can the church in Ghana begin to shift their paradigm with regards to wealth creation? You see, it's not only in Ghana, it's everywhere. The only problem is that Ghana owned is more because of this prophetic nonsense that is happening. We have genuine prophet, no doubt. I operate in the prophetic, so I'm not against the prophet. But many of what people are doing, you are just playing games. You are just on serious people. It's like when it's like children playing in the field. So all this prophetic Monday to Friday, prophetic, no teaching, no maturity, no discipleship. You will do all those things. When you get to your 40s and you look back at your life, you discover that for the past 18 years, you have just been playing games. So what I will tell you is, if you are called as a pastor, look, when we started out in the 80s, many of you don't know that what the Messiah that people are seeing today, they were doing prophetic and prayer in those days. So you don't know that Messiah between they used to prophesy in the 80s and the 90s. God just helped him to quickly notice that this thing. But today now, the guy stayed on teaching, stayed true to his thing. Look at the ministry today. Ajina Sari used to do crusade. In those days, they would be doing miracles, doing rah, 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 in the 80s, in the 90s. When I came in 1992, I came for a meeting with Ajina Sari, with Maurice Aulo that we did here. 1992, I was working for Maurice Aulo. But these guys stayed true to teaching, stayed true to things. They are still alive. But there are people that used to prophesy then. They are nowhere to be found now. Many of them have entered into sorcery. They have entered into all kinds of things. So there is nothing wrong in the prophetic. There's nothing wrong. But that's not the whole gospel. So everybody that wants to do this, so every church should make sure that they focus on the full gospel to build people holistically. And when you build an holistic group of people, it will help them. So if you are a pastor, focus on teaching and then recognize that you are asking people to bring 10%, but you are not giving the same passion to tell them what to do with the remaining 90%. Give the same passion to teaching wealth creation, because the continent right now needs help. And the deliverance we need now is mental deliverance. So that's what I will advise. Number 3, what can we do as a church to mentor the next generation to liberate the African continent from? Same thing, just have a strategy and stick to it. Is taking a loan to invest right in scripture and in business wise? What's the right interpretation of Deuteronomy 15:6? You shall lend, but you shall not borrow. Okay. Now, there's nothing wrong in taking a loan. The same Bible says, borrow empty vessels, not a few. So let me help you with Jesus. Triumphant entry into Jerusalem. The donkey that Jesus used, was he bought, stolen, or borrowed? Borrowed. The Lord's Supper that was done at the upper room chamber, the chamber where they did the Lord's Supper, was it bought, stolen, or borrowed? The boat of Peter that Jesus used to preach, was it bought, stolen, or borrowed? So who do you want to believe? If Jesus borrowed, who are you? You see, many of you are just plain religious. You don't read Bible. You just listen to all these men of God. I hope you know that over 80% of men of God did not go to Bible school. You see, the church is very terrible. Somebody will just claim that they heard a voice that nobody heard. Only them heard the voice, and before you know it, it starts where 2 or 3 are gathered, and none of you will submit your life to a charlatan. Can you be, by doctor lady, can you be a medical doctor without going to medical school? No. After going to school, you will still go to medical school, and after you go to medical school, you still need to be recertified over and over again. Can you be a lawyer without going? But to be a pastor, just say God call you. That's all. Nobody heard, only you. Even your wife didn't hear the call. So we have to be careful. Read the Bible for yourself and stop all this nonsense. Hello? Read the Bible for yourself. The Bible says, owe no man nothing but love. So you owe everybody love, because with this all men know that you are my disciple if you have love one for another. So there is nothing wrong in borrowing for business. We have spoken about this for good debt. Because let me ask you a question. If you are given a contract now to build an airport, and the airport is $52 million to build, and they gave you the contract, and they gave you 30% mobilization fee, so they gave you $18 million to go and start, where will you see the money to finish it? So many of you just talk out of religion without understanding, because you are just grassroots players, and you have to be careful for this social media ranting when you just have 20 Ghana cedi airtime. You are just making noise on social media, talking rubbish. Then old no man, what's that on? You shall lend to many nations, you shall not borrow. It's telling you the possibility that is available for you as a believer, that you can come into a realm in your life where you have enough that you can begin to lend to people, that you will not be in a position where you need to borrow to survive. It's not talking about good debt where you need to borrow to survive, borrow to eat. But when he say you shall lend to nations, think well, because you see, many of us don't have analytical thinking. That's why people think that we just go to church, we are senseless. The God says you shall lend to nations. How can he say you will lend to people and be against borrowing? The people you are lending to, are they not borrowing from you? So he said go and borrow people, and he's against borrowing. That means he's telling you to do something wrong. Are you not thinking? You just read Bible, you just start all this religious nonsense. Let's move on. Please, what will you consider as a 5 top opportunities that Ghanaians aren't taking good advantage of as far as career people in their late 20s? Please, I don't know this. It to health sector. Okay, I should relate to health sector. Okay, now please listen and listen well. In the world that we live in today, we have entered into a world of technology. So anything you are doing now, technology must be involved. Technology must be involved. So a lot of people that are trying to build a career are building a career in a field that is going extinct. In a field that is not. So when people like a young lady now that is a medical doctor, people want to be lawyers, they want to be, all those careers are expiring. To say you are going to do medicine now, it's like you are going to waste your life. You know why? As we go forward with AI, with technology, you don't need people to be medical doctors anymore. Machines can become medical doctors. Robots can become medical doctors. And they don't go on strike. They don't earn salary. They don't come late to work. They don't have monthly cycle. They don't fight each other. So they are better staff and workforce than human beings. So in the future, if we needed 5 billion doctors before, we now need 500,000. So it means that many of you will become doctors. You will be jobless and you'll be doing things below your capacity. You become, so anything that your parents did, stop it. Doctor, lawyer, engineer, farmer, all those courses are now useless courses going forward because technology is replacing it. Doesn't mean that there will not be people doing it, but it will be fewer, and it will be more in developing countries. In developed countries, you will discover that those things are not there. Right now, there are machines that can diagnose you, and they will tell you everything about your life from your head, everything. They will print it out like this in less than 30 minutes. You just put your hand there like this, and you can sit down in Nigeria, and a machine in India can do operation for you in Nigeria. Yes. So there are all kinds of. So what I will tell you is technology. Those of you that want to run away and do relocation, you don't need to relocate. You can sit down here and do remote work, and you'll be earning dollars in Ghana. So because the person mentioned young people, let me give you a few. So go to remote.com, remotely.com, freelancer.com. So remote.com, remotely.com, freelancer.com. Go to gigiinsight.com. That's gigiinsight.com. Go to those 4 websites. You will see millions and hundreds of jobs available for you anywhere in the world, and you'll be earning salary in dollars without leaving your country. Now, don't forget, the world is a 24-hour economy. Africa is a 12-hour economy. So in most part of Africa, we don't work for 24 hours. But many developed nations are a 24-hour economy. So you can work in Ghana, and when you close by 5, you get home by 7. And then you start another work, you resume another work by 7 p.m. till 12 midnight and you sleep. Or you get home by 7, you sleep, you wake up by 12 midnight and you work to 4 a.m., sleep again. So there is so much opportunity. So what I will say is technology. Anything technology, study it. Even in the field where you are, what are the technological aspects of those fields? What are the future aspects of those fields? That's what you should be focusing on. If I buy books, I don't read them. Why? You don't have enough why to read them. Yeah, you don't have enough why to read them. So it's not a demon. Your why is not strong enough. When you have enough why, you will read them. So while you can pray, I can tell you to pray in the spirit, I can tell you to do all kinds of stuff, you don't have enough strong reason. That's why. So I will advise you, let me give you strategies to do is that book that you are not reading, put it on your toilet. So use the toilet revelation, put it on your toilet. Everybody goes to the toilet at least once a day. So every time you are on the toilet, whether you are doing major or minor, read the one you can read. And once you are done, put it back there, continue tomorrow. In 1 month you will finish it. Number 2, do audiobooks. Go more into audiobook and be listening to it. But if you are doing audiobook, you have to listen to it at least 7 times. By the time you listen to it over and over again, then it becomes, because listening, when you are reading, is a level. When you are listening, is another level. When you are seeing, is another level. So in the realm of education, the things that stick more are the things that activate your reading, hearing, and seeing faculty. So one of the things that can help you to activate those 3 when you are reading book is to read aloud. So when you want to read a book now, for instance, okay, can I have your book, please? So now, please, when you open this book now, and you are doing this, You are reading, you are also seeing, but you are not hearing. So when you are talking, you can't be talking and fall asleep. You can't fall asleep talking. Do you understand? So to activate other faculty that will help you, when you are now in that toilet, you now do like this. Poverty defined. There are 5 definitions of poverty as stated in my book Pathway to Wealth, but they will only be mentioned here. Poverty is a state of lack and hardship. Now what am I doing? I'm reading, I'm seeing, and I'm speaking. And as I'm speaking, I'm hearing my voice. Now listen, many of you don't understand this. What I'm telling you is how, because you have to understand what we call human behavioral science to understand the way your neurological system operates. These are the psychology of human being. You see, when you are speaking and you are hearing yourself, so every time you are reading aloud, the voice you are hearing is not the voice that is speaking. You know, it's a mystery. But by the time you record it and listen, is that my voice? Because what you were hearing is different from what you will now hear when it's recorded. That's to show you that by the time you are reading, it's recorded. And that's why when you are now reading, another thing you can do is to have a pen and begin to mark and underline and take notes. You see, as you add your hand to it, you have entered the 4th dimension, because everything you use your hand to mark is inscribed on your subconscious mind. When you need to recall it, you will see the exact page, the exact line. It will come back to you. It's called memory recall. That's the way your mind works. Because you see, your mind has 3 windows. It has the memory window, the contemplation window, and the imagination window. When you open the memory, you can replay the past. When you open the contemplation, you can think analytically and make reasonable decisions. When you open the imagination window, you can dream, fantasize, and come back and decide to go there. Do you get it now? And that's the way the prophetic works. So the prophetic is, now I've told you what happens in the mind. So you have 3 windows. Now in your spirit, there is a spiritual window. The prophetic is opening the spiritual window to receive divine signals that you can now communicate to somebody physically. Okay, so let me do a practical. Give me that book. No, your notes. Now I want you to read, stand up and read what you wrote. Just read anything that you wrote. Let me show you how the prophetic works. But now we're looking at it from the spiritual window. So just read out what you wrote. Anything, read it out. Okay, so give me the book now. Now, okay, continue reading. You can't read. You can't see. Now, please listen. When it was she's the one that wrote it. When it was in front of her, she was reading it. When I took it away from her, she said she can't read. Why? Because she said she cannot see. But if she memorized it, she can recite it without seeing the book. Now, let's do something. Now, look at me. Now, I want you to go to your room now. Your room now. You can see your bed. You can see the curtain. You see that's shoe rack, and there are some things on it now. Now, listen. No. I'll just show you how the prophetic was. So, she's here now. She cannot see a book in front of her. But when I told her, go to your room, she stopped seeing